was a limited release that they did for the 250th year anniversary of the U.S. Army.
I've gone over Green River before. They're lovely.
Yep.
Great organization.
Out of Kentucky, they make a lot of good stuff. They've got a bunch. They've got a couple different mash bills. They've got a rye whiskey, weeded whiskeys, and then they have bourbons. This bourbon in particular, I think, is only about 15% rye, so it's on the lower end of the rye scale.
Sure.
So it's going to be a lot sweeter, a little more approachable. It comes in, I think, at 111 proof, and the full proof offering comes in at like 117. So
There's a foolproof offering?
Foolproof, yeah, we have it.
No, the 250th anniversary.
That's not foolproof. No, that's proof down to 111.
111.
Yeah, but the full proof is only 117. So they didn't proof it down that far. So that's part of it's cool. We've seen them here around, Central Texas, for a little bit now. We're just late getting to talk about it, but normal Green River stuff is awesome.
What's different about this release?
So they work with the U.S. Army, right? So I don't know how they did it. They probably had somebody come in and, taste through a couple different sample type things. But yeah, so this one is going to definitely be different. I know it from when I tried it last time. So the full proof, if you remember, it's a lot darker. The full proof's going to have more like leathery oak notes, chocolate notes, things like this. This, I think we've only tried it once, and that was a month ago. But this is more like red fruit, like more cherry.
Red fruit and breading.
Yeah, but this one smells really good. Yeah,
I appreciate that it's off profile for a limited release.
Yeah. Well, it's not. If you're going to put out something, that's a limited offering, it's only going to be, one time they're going to do it. So it's cool that they changed their flavor profile a little bit. They changed their mash bill. Like I said, this is only like a 15% rye mash bill, where they're, a normal bourbon mash bill is usually going to be, from 15 to maybe 30. 30 is pretty high.
Which makes sense why it smells a little softer. Yeah, because you get those, you get red fruit notes, you get bready notes, and something like Irish whiskey. Like on the nose, it almost reminds me of what you would expect from like a Jameson. Of course, there's more cherry than.
Yeah. And like I said, the difference for me is with the full proof. It's definitely just darker, oakier. Like I said, more chocolates, a little bit of leather. So if you've had the full proof and you've seen this one and you're like, oh, they're the same thing, it's drastically different. Now, the cool thing about these guys with this offering is the youngest barrels obviously are going to be 4 years old, but then they use barrels, so they use 4, 5, 6, up to 7-year barrels in the blend that they did to produce this. Yeah, so it's got a good, they just didn't pump out a bunch of 4-year barrels and
they didn't
slap a sticker on it, right? I think they actually, kind of gave a squat. You tried it?
No, sir.
Yeah, give it a shot.
To your health.
Yeah, yours too, buddy. It's what I remember. It's first sip of the day, even 111 proof. That's just feeling. Like maybe you should have had a warm up.
I burnt my tongue.
Yeah,
That's good. It's pleasant. Very, very much leans on the apple.
I can see some apple notes in there.
It's pleasant. It's nice. It's light.
Yeah.
Goes to show the difference. A couple percentage points of rye makes in the mash bill.
Yeah. So when you drink this, you definitely, can tell it's a low rye.
What's your opinion on limited releases like this overall, like promotional?
It's cool.
Whiskeys, because what's their name? Old Forester did it for the Kingsman movies with Statesman.
So I think if it's done right, it's really neat, right? And especially if you're like us, where you have a room full of whiskey bottles, it's cool to grab something that came out once and then just have it on the shelf.
Yeah.
Right? And this wasn't that expensive either. I think it was like mid-40s.
That was very reasonably
priced.
priced.
So reasonably priced, good proof. So like that's why I like it, because they didn't, like you said earlier, they didn't phone it in.
Yeah.
Came in at a good proof, 111 proof. That's nothing to shake your head at, right? Did some fun things with different barrels and different ages, and like you mentioned with the King Ranch, that was good once
Or
upon a time.
not the King Ranch. I mean, the King Ranch is a limited release.
Oh, you mean the Statesman? Yeah. Well, yeah. I remember when Nancy Fraley was talking about that when she was still working at Old Forester. And that's one of the things they did. They were like, we don't want to just have just some generic sort of bullshit, throw it in the bottle, put Statesman on there, right? So, they wanted to create something that was special and was quite good, and they did that with the Statesman. You know the way I feel. Some of these companies, they just stick a different label on it and just rush it out there and call it limited.
Jack the price up $20.
Yeah, and call it limited, and it's like, you guys didn't even try. But these guys, like I said, they've been doing a lot of good work. They're, I guess when you buy this bottle, they donate to the military or foundations or whatever. So a portion of said bottle goes towards that, which
fine by me.
Which is cool. Yeah, and it's just good whiskey that's inside of it. But yeah, it's
off profile enough, still recognizable
Sure.
Green River, so it's more approachable for your average
Sure.
guy. Like they see it on the shelf, they're like, you're right, it is the 250th anniversary of the Army. Cool, I'll buy that bottle.
yeah, and
You'll get a good product out of it.
it's a good product and it tastes good. That's the best part. So if you've had the other stuff, I think this is a nice addition. If you've never had Green River, it's still a cool bottle to pick up because it tastes good. And
What would you rate it? Like a 7?
out of 10,
Yeah.
just the
Five being right down the middle.
just the whiskey inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably go 5.5, maybe 6. Like
Better than average.
it's good.
Yeah.
Like it's good, and the price is good, and it's a great story.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the whiskey inside, I mean, obviously this isn't going to be,
Knock your socks
it's not going to be
crazy.
Stag, or it's not George T. Stagg or a Stag Junior, right? So it's not that, but for what they did, it's actually really good.
By my estimation, 5 out of 10 is still very high praise because you're saying, out of all the failure that could have happened, you hit it right down the middle. Good job.